Over the weekend, I think everyone was glued to their screens when we saw that the US joined Israel in its extraordinary bombing campaign of Iran. US President Donald Trump said that it was a successful strike that hit 3 nuclear facility sites in Iran. We don't know the extent of the damage yet, but the biggest question in everyone's mind is, what does this mean for the region and for the world? With some people even speculating that we're on the cusp of an international conflict. In the last few minutes, there have been explosions heard above Doha in Qatar. One of the biggest concerns is that Iran has threatened to retaliate against the US and that they might target US assets across the region. Qatar is home to the largest US base in the Middle East. Earlier today, Qatari airspace was closed, and also the US and the UK governments advised their citizens to shelter in place, fearing that it might become a target. I was speaking to officials who are knowledgeable about the situation, and they warned that they were preparing for a worst-case scenario that could see Qatar be targeted. There's also similar concerns for US bases in countries like Iraq and Syria, as well as Jordan. What we've heard in the last few minutes is that air defense systems have been activated above Ain al-Assad base in Iraq, a base which I understand has already been evacuated. The concern is just how far is this going to go, and will there be a counterstrike by the US against Iran for its counterstrike? The other concern, of course, is the Strait of Hormuz. Iran has threatened a chokehold over this key oil shipping lane. If they do that, because the shipping lane goes through Iranian territorial waters, it could impact global oil prices and the global economy. At the moment, it's impossible to predict, and the situation is changing every few minutes. But there are deep concerns about where this is going in the future and the fact that it's increasingly becoming an international conflict.